Mo, were you ever privy? I had a call this morning from an author chap, Carl Magnus Palm. He'd done the ABBA stories. He's very close with the ABBA, circle. But he called me this morning asking me about the sessions we had to do, the backing track sessions for any overseas artist doing the Top of the Pops. And I was trying to explain to him about how I had to hire 3 hours of studio time, get a band in, and pretend to re-record a fucking masterpiece in 3 hours. And of course, we were all in fear of Dr. Death from the MU turning up. So with ABBA, I used to get embarrassed, and I've got some great shots of just the 5 of us in the studio, twiddling thumbs, Benny writing new songs. And we get the multi-track, the 24 tracker, and I bounced the single down every bloody track. So God forbid if Dr. Death said, can you open fader 3 or fader 5? Because you get the same fucking thing from each track. But it was a blessing when the MU didn't turn up and someone from the BBC turned up, Michael Hell's assistant, the pretty girl Hillary. And it'd be like, Hillary, this is the band, quick photograph with them. Come on, let's go out. Here's the tape. And then we go have a slap-up meal around the corner. And then, the band would bugger off. I mean, it was a nightmare. You must have done them, Mo.
But quite a few. Did the Shadows.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
You sounded great on every one.
It was the producer's job to tell the MU guy, let's have a pint while they're doing this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You do that and you bung the engineer extra bob if you could get rid of them. I mean, it was such a farcical thing. He was asking about Snow Time in Switzerland, which was a BBC thing. Michael Hell, the producer, done it, director. And he said, how did you get around the backing track then? I said, we were in Switzerland. It was neutral. And I got pissed and had a great time. Yeah, I mean, it was quite funny. But all that used to go on. It was a nightmare.
I've never been a fan of the MU, I'm afraid. They did some bad things to me.
Well, they could have done, I said to Carl, I said, had they just asked, the record industry would have given them, think about the money, 3-hour session, studio engineer, a tape op, the band physically coming in. It's such a waste. I'd rather have given them 3 or 4 grand to the fund.
I got asked, 84, I think it was, Phil Collins was up for lots of awards, and he'd assembled his band, like the touring band, with the Earth, Wind and Fire horn section and everything, to play at this event. And they were going to mime to 2 of his tracks. And the bass player on those tracks was Leland Sklar, American guy, and he was on the road with James Taylor, I think. And he nominated me to dep for him for this TV show. And the office paid both of us handsomely for this. And then the MU said, you can't mime to somebody else. Oh, come on, And the final outcome was that there was a show with no bass player, and we both got paid. It's stupid. Well, there's an intermediate phone call where I phoned the head man. I've forgotten his name now.
Well, Don Smith.
No, the top chap.
The top one. Yeah, I've forgotten it. Yeah.
It was. It's hard for me to get heated. I'm not that kind of person. But this phone call really wound me up. It took 5 minutes, and I exploded at the end, having tried to explain everything in detail. And I said, "Well, you're a cunt."
Well, I had that problem with the Communards, Don't Leave Me This Way, because we were doing the video and we wanted to reflect the video on Top of the Pops. And of course, I'd got a pile of girls in, because they looked all sizzly. The only girl musician was the drummer. But we got brass section, all girls, pretty girls, and none of them played the bloody instrument. The nightmare I went through of getting them to get on the Pops, but we eventually got through. And it was after that period that it ended up, them saying, come on, this is silly. And I think it was an MU member, a bass player or someone, that said, come on, this is farcical, Don. Let's forget it all. And then we're back to...
Do you remember B.A. Robertson was told he couldn't mime a violin part?
Oh, yeah.
So he turned it upside down. Like, just played